This next piece is really one of my few excursions into composing. Mostly because I think that there are composers and there are performers, and I am not a composer. I think there are people that are out there that are much better at it than I am, and some of you may think that after you hear this piece. But the roots of this piece was, I came up with this at a time when I was playing a lot of composed improvisations by John Cage. I was doing entire recital programs that were completely improvised, where I would literally just throw a ton of instruments out on the stage and walk out on the stage and go, yeah, let's see what happens. And an hour later, I would stop. And that was some of the most exciting and freeing playing that I'd done in a very, very long time. To get out of the idea of reproducing other people's ideas and trying to come up with ideas of my own. So about this time that I was going through all of this, I discovered this online art program that was called Silk. And what it is Silk is a digital art program that you can find online that you can, like, using different like shapes and symbols and stuff like that, you can create different pictures and things like that. So the genesis of this piece was me fiddling around with Silk and creating these pieces of art and everything out of it, and then thinking, okay, what could I do with this as a musician? Well, then I went into full John Cage mode and started using chance operations at that point. I was like, I think what would be really cool would be a piece that had tape, some kind of audio accompaniment to it. So I started putting together a whole bunch of different audio samplings of things from around the internet. And then what I literally did was I numbered them, just arbitrarily. And then I used chance operations to determine which of them were going to appear in the recording, and in what order they were going to appear. And the other thing is that it was based off of following the shape of the pieces of art that went along with the two. So certain shapes had certain sound ideas for the recording that were assigned to them. And so then from there, that became the audio portion that you're going to hear. So it was determined through chance what audio sound it was going to be and when in the 8-minute time period it was going to appear. The reason it is 8 minutes, all or most John Cage pieces are 8 minutes long. He just found that like the perfect sort of way to segment out the 3 episodes. So this is actually in 3 movements. They go one right after the other. You're probably not going to know which movement is which. That's okay, I may not either. And then layered on top of this is a composed improvisation for hand drums and things like that. Okay? So even what I'm playing up here is predetermined as to what order things are going to appear in and things like that, but the notes that actually come out aren't completely determined throughout the piece. Okay? So this is Silk by me.
Von den blauen Bergen kommen wir, denn der Blue-Eye Motor in der Sleep.
Welcome to the art project. Wait a minute.